A kitchen needs to be functional and visually appealing to ensure that it stays timeless and practical in the future. This large, beautiful grey kitchen has used different materials and contrasts to create a dramatic space that looks sleek and modern.
We really wanted to show our clients just in a large space how a kitchen can still be functional, because actually a lot of the times a larger space means that the kitchen is less functional because there's just lots of cupboards, things could just be placed anywhere, and so we sort of really thought through every element, every zone of the kitchen. And then also we really wanted a wow factor. We had a large wall for a big part of the kitchen and we really wanted that to be dramatic, so we really had to think of the textures to use, the right levels, and how to really sort of make that statement.
The space has been divided into different zones to ensure easy navigation. The different levels and angles used on the countertops create interest and depth, giving the large space character and warmth.
Once we had catered for the cooking zone and catered for enough practical workspace, once we had dealt with the island and catered for enough practical space for the prep zone, we were sort of then still left with additional counter spaces. Because we wanted to incorporate a sort of seating, a meals area, we could drop this area, we incorporated a TV, and so you were able to then play with the levels on the island as well to incorporate a nook area, just a feature area. Having just one long counter would be extremely boring, so to bring in that character, that interest, the drop levels help the space come alive and just keep your attention, make it an inviting environment. In terms of the counter space, what's really nice is we've got this whole counter area here. We've got a proper plug here. We've got your 3 pins, your 2 pins. And so what's really nice, when you're working, you've got everything that you need. But again, when you're done, you close it, everything is fully sealed, so you won't have issues with water in that. It keeps then the counter clean and simple. You're able to achieve both in sort of designing it with the plug, having the counter space, but still having it just as a clean sort of open counter. Moving then to here where we contrasted with the snow white counter, breaking it with the levels with quite a stark color, but a neutral color being white. It just gives it a lot of interest, it gives it that character, modern feel. And then making this block not only a feature for that part of the island, but a feature in itself, is we've incorporated the entire prep bowl into the actual island. And then we've got a tap that when it's standing up like this is simple, it's clean, but it also can have a totally different look where you basically push it down and then everything disappears. So now it's literally just a freestanding furniture piece. When you need to come and use it, you can either use it like that or you can just lift it up again and then work with it.
Over time, the role of the kitchen has changed. It's no longer just a cooking space. It's become the social hub of the home where all members of the household meet and congregate together. In keeping with this trend, this kitchen has incorporated a large plasma screen as well as a seating area.
So this would be where the kids do their homework, where they probably eat most of their meals at night, even lunches, that type of thing, where friends would gather, where you'd be able to socialize. So we were fortunate enough, because of the space we had here, to really showcase that to the clients, to show how it would feel if they were sitting here and friends were having a glass of wine and they were busy prepping on this side. Having a TV in the kitchen does work. It can work in the right setting, in the right place. It can even be a feature as we have designed it here, giving interest as well to the large cladding that we did at the back here.
The high glass finish, contrasted with a matte look, and the bold black mirrored extractor adds an element of glamour while still being functional.
It's a real feature, so in the evening or even during the day, it's sort of the smoke mirror gives a very dramatic feel to the entire space. It also just shows the various elements of the kitchen because it's reflecting off it. And the lighting offers that feature as well in the evening, because then it goes from being a task light to being a feature light, so it actually serves both purposes.
This kitchen highlights the flexibility of using a neutral monochromatic color palette, where practicality and aesthetics have been perfectly combined. The large room has been maximized to create a multi-use family space, which is warm and inviting.